Time pretends to repeat, but the past never returns, not really. I was talking about Plato's esoteric doctrine. I was trying to speak about what Feuerbach calls sensuousness. We can also talk about indexicals, this, here, now, pointing out a concrete, specific entity or event. This event, this entity, is stamped with Plato's one, stamped with its form, and our recognizing perception gives us the object as intelligible as that old object again, but with a new face. Time can only show by hiding. If time shows me this face of the object, it is not showing me the many other faces that this object has showed us before, or that this object holds in reserve. Each aspect, each moment in its manifestation or passing occludes or displaces all other aspects or moments of that same entity, of that same event. Is the object hidden behind its faces, or is the object the system of these faces? Is the object a blurry equivalence class of its manifestations for me now, for you later, for someone in the distant future who picks up Shakespeare's Hamlet? Does the true meaning of the text hide behind all its manifestations as meaning for me or you or him or her? This is not to say that all manifestations or faces or senses of a text or a piece of music are equal. We even strive to make ourselves worthy of great works of art, great works of science, great works of philosophy. We have to, in some sense, to some degree, recover the context of its origin or creation. Perhaps you can relate to this, but as I get older, I've seen so many TV shows, so many movies, I've read many novels, and one begins to think of what the author is trying to say. The story is this intermediary. At least when I was a child, I would be completely absorbed in the story, concerned for the fate of the characters. But strangely, one can maybe appreciate art in a new and perhaps deeper, at least a more intellectual way, when one is not so immersed in the story. Nietzsche wrote in Beyond Good and Evil that every philosophy is a foreground philosophy, that we write books to hide ourselves. Now, this is an exaggeration, but he said that everything profound loves the mask. So to me, he's trying to get at what the unsaid that is suggested by the said. We might say that great works of art, and I would include great works of philosophy, radiate with the unsaid and perhaps with the never finally sayable.